First no-kill death of the grind. Oh my goodness. Dude, you're killing it today. You've definitely gotten pretty good in the air there, but I can tell you spend a lot of time with Namaste and those guys. I saw you co-streaming with them the other day. I need to get in there and fly with them some, because, God, man, they really are probably the best in the game. That may or may not get there. Oh, this sucks. Can't they just let us fight? It's a fight I would have won, but again, my crew, I don't even have maxed out stamina on it, so I just can't, especially in a tight fight like that. Oh, that should have been an easy win. All right, let's take a quick look at some of this stuff, actually. Let me look at my crew, too. That's one of the things that changed. And I'm yay, man. I'm really not a fan of this screen. I want to say they tried to make it, like, more intuitive, but for me, it's more confusing. I don't know. Whatever. Let's see here. So yeah, oh my God, man, China got hooked up. Yeah, this J-15, this thing is ridiculous. And so yeah, I like this. This is really cool, where now you just hover over the vehicle and you get whatever loadout you currently have on it, and you can actually scroll over to it and, you know, make change. Well, I think you should be able to. I thought you could make changes. Maybe not. Well, why can you do that? Well, that's interesting. Maybe because I don't have the plane. But yeah, very nice to be able to definitely reduce some clicking. God, look at that avionics rack. Oh my God. Oh my God, look at that. That's ridiculous. Look at all that crap. Look at all that crap. Oh my God. But that is cool now that they have those in there. If you start shooting this guy up with guns or something, or get a proxy hit on him, you're more likely to take out his radar or something vital. Look at that giant ass radar. Holy shit. Look at that thing. Oh my God. How does this pilot not end up with... No wonder I got cancer. No wonder I got cancer. Oh, well, oh, never mind. Like, look at the US one. That's ours. Holy shnikes. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, before that always seemed... In my first grind through the US tree, it worked out pretty good, where I usually had enough SL to buy whatever I researched, but the French tree was a different story, especially once I started getting to the upper tiers. Russia hasn't been too bad. I've had enough for most of those. All right, let's get back up there. Yeah, I think if there's something you guys want to specifically look at, let me know, but there is a lot of new stuff. Most of it we saw kind of coming. A lot of the new stuff that we kind of didn't, at least for me, was just some of the UI stuff. And maybe later towards the end of the stream, we'll take a little look at naval stuff and see, because the water, that was with this update, right? That the water was supposed to change. Which again, that says to me that subs aren't too far off. If they're working on the water that hard and how things are actually moving through it, particularly in that article, they were talking about munitions as well. You know, how everything down to the shells were going to be reacting with the water. When they're talking about stuff like that, that really leads me to believe that we might see submarines pretty soon. That's definitely going to bring some people back to naval. Anymore. Such a waste of fucking time. Something to kick the night off. This so-called life. Wanna scream, wanna run, wanna fucking put a chainsaw through the wall. Yeah. Where everybody's all for none and none for all. What a time to be alive. Such a waste of fucking time. All my Raiders, so much going on. Don't forget, song request does work. If there's any music you guys want to queue up, get me losing my mind, go for it. I love it all. Fast, slow, rap, rock, doesn't matter. Just hop in the channel points. Keep it real cheap for you guys. Be responsible, of course, but for the most part, anything goes. And of course, we got Microscape running too, so don't hesitate to. Oh my goodness! Get your free time there. What was that? Something to take my mind off. We just heard Dimes not too long ago, but that is a good one. Something to take my mind off. This so-called life. Kisses, kisses. Give it to me. There we go. All right, let's finish our food. Ooh, I like that already. Crayon always has a nice chill stream going on. See, I'm doing it again. No, Russian planes, roll in. Russian planes, roll in. There we go, look at that. Yeah, it's spitting it up. God, what am I doing? Still, PL-12, good luck. God, those missiles, I swear those missiles are fucking ridiculous. If I literally started keeping track of it, that it would be by far, especially from like 12.7 and up, it feels like that missile just rapes me all day long. Crazy. SR. How did I miss that there? I saw SL the first time I read through that one. Oh. I think I know what you're referring to. Now that's some bass right there. Oh, these Bose sound so much better when it comes to music. Those ROG headphones are really good for gaming. The buds that I was wearing the other day. Music sounds so good in these. If you've seen it, then you mean it, then you know you got to go. Hoi! Thought I set my radar on this. I think everything got reset. Dip, dip, dip. You just got to get it close. You get it to a certain closeness, you drop it in, and then it'll drift when they get close enough to it. I played around with one in a test flight. There's a couple planes that have those. But yeah, but in the test flight, I just dropped it close. That's been a long time ago, though. What plane? What plane is that again? They actually went and added a bunch of the vehicles. Well, not a bunch of them. There was a few. The J-15 was one. There was a couple others that are getting like all these anti-ship weapons. Hopefully they'll keep adding to that. God, when are we ever going to see carriers actually be included in this game? Yeah, that's a bad habit that I'm going to have to remember when I'm flying Russian planes. Anybody that didn't hear that conversation, right? I fly the US planes so frequently that I have a tendency to roll away like this when I'm trying to notch because the dispensers fire downward. But in these Russian jets, they actually fire like kind of upward. This must be another fucking PL-12. You gotta be kidding me. There we go. Come on, baby. One of those better get him. Yeah, that a girl. Tokyo. If you've seen it, then you mean it, then you know you got to go. And I'm already dodging missiles better. Can't believe and I even literally talked about that yesterday and realized that they fired that way. And this whole day I've been flying this thing backwards. That makes such a huge deal. So like you can really see it with the flares, guys. Like when you pop your, boom, go straight up. So of course, if I'm rolling this way, I'm literally shooting the countermeasures away from the missiles. So it's the same thing when you're using chaff. So we'll pay that all. The one oh shit. Here, I wasn't even paying attention to that one. Fears get me, the derbies get me quite a bit too. Fear is a nasty little plane. And dragging it out. Good God, it's the changing of the seasons. I feel so raped. So follow me down. Update the what? How am I back at 80K? Uh-oh. What the hell? Yeah, I think so too. I've been saying that. I feel like I've been flying the 33 so much, and I do. The more I fly the 27, now that I've got these missiles, I'm doing a lot better because I can actually fight fight these planes from a distance. But the 33, I do. I think it's just a little bit better